Alright, hello there, I am Scarecrow J, and welcome back to another Tarkov money-making video. In the last patch, I did a little video on how to make some easy cash during the using the flea market. You didn't even have to play the game to make money in that patch, but of course, it is quite different in this patch. The most significant change, I would say, is that you can only flea market found in raid items. So that kind of limits the ways you can kind of make money in this game using the flea market and all that stuff. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you three different groups of items, which are the real, like, money makers in my eyes right now. Not including, you know, the crazy loot items like fit cases, which are very rare and stuff. We're going for common items that equate to a lot of money right now, or some semi-common items, I should say. So the first group I want to kind of show off is, of course, hideout items. If you're not aware, Hideout is something that was added, I think probably like two patches ago. And basically, to build stuff in the Hideout, you need quite a few items. If we just quickly go in here and look at one of the things, just to use an example. So for example, to upgrade Workbench to level 2, we need some bolts, some tool kits, and some drills. But let's go ahead and look out how much those items cost and how much you can receive. I prefer to go for the smaller items because you can collect more of them and they accumulate money faster, basically. More bang for your buck for item square, you know. So bolts right now are going for 23k, and bolts are very common. You can easily go into a raid and just any container really has them. Like any red case, any filing cabinet has a chance, I think, to spawn them. And they're just like on scavs, stuff like that. They're very easy to come by, and you can just quite easily get 23k from them. Another item was a drill, which I do have in my inventory right now. A lot of this stuff I'm not selling personally right now because I want to focus on the hideout. It'll be better to keep this stuff right now, that is. The drills themselves, this isn't that great of an item, but still something to look out for. Drills you don't need that many of. I would definitely recommend bolts more and stuff. Screws probably go for a lot right now, because drill is 4 item slots and you're only getting the same amount as bolts, basically. Screws, another quite needed item, that's going for like about 15k, it looks like. If I refresh, yeah, it's more towards probably 17k actually. So hideout items are a very good group of items to be collecting right now, because you need them, and also you can sell them for cash to buy other shit you need and all that. Move on to the second group of items, which are actually weapon parts, specifically rarer weapon parts. So I have kind of a group of different items here, and these are just random items found in raid or attached to weapons that I picked up. So for example, we have this PMag. It's going for 44k right now because they're locked behind, yeah, Peacekeeper level 4. So that not many people are there right now. Probably like Twitch streamers and stuff, but like the average player, you're not gonna have access to them, and you can't sell those to lower levels anyways now. So that's why these are so damn expensive. They're actually going for 44k. I should probably put those up right now. Give me a second here. Alright, some other items are just these rare weapon parts. Once again, the SRR. It isn't that great of a muzzle brake. There's better ones. But if you just filter by it, it's 30k right now because it's locked behind level 3 mechanic, and that takes forever to get. So, another example, the RK0. This is a decent grip. It's not like best in slot or anything, but it is quite good. And if you go here, 18k for a 1 slot thing, and you can just find those in all weapons cases. So that's definitely something you want to pick up, just these higher end accessories for weapons that you just randomly find in weapon cases. It's always good to grab those and hold on to those. It's also quite good money right now to actually take off accessories you find on like scav weapons found in raid and sell them separately from the weapon. Because if we look at the Remington right here, which is quite common on scavs, if we go to how much it costs, so they're going for like 20 People are actually kind of figuring it out already. They're taking off scopes and stuff. But they're going for about 30k for the weapon at base. Right here, we have one with the scope on it and stuff. So, that guy's missing out on some profit. But if we go to the scope by itself, remember that the Remington, like, we're generally in the 30k section there. And this alone is going for about 25k for the scope. The actual mount for the scope is also going for 25k. So you definitely want to be disassembling weapons with high-end parts like this so you can sell them separately. Because if you really wanted to use like a Remington with a scope, I would definitely suggest, if you find one, dismantle it and sell it that way. And then just go and filter by the item and just buy yourself one with a scope, because people don't know better. They'll put it up there with a scope. Let's see if I can find another one. That one has a mount only. Ooh. Shit, that's the other stock for it. Okay, now I just can't find one. Great. Well, we saw that one going for 30k. You gotta be quick. If you camp these out a bit, you can just find one quite easily for yourself. It's actually a shame that when you buy something from the flea market, it doesn't stay found in raid. Because honestly, you could make a lot of money right now if you are smart about your weapons and all that. Looking at the parts and stuff. Which I'll actually... There's quite a clever thing you can do in regards to that for the next section of items. But so we could see here that mag did sell. So people are buying it for those kind of exuberant amounts of money. It's quite easy to get money that way right now. So the final group of items I want to talk about is actually quest items. Now that covers kind of a wide blanket of different kinds of items and stuff. And a lot of quests now actually require found in raid. I want to specifically talk about Gunsmith, because Gunsmith is kind of nuts right now, especially part 1. And the other parts that require very specific parts in order to progress through them. So, for example, if we go down here, I have an almost built MP133 for the quest. So, for example, any of the parts you can actually find in raid are going for quite a bit. For example, we have this 133, the little like a raptor short plastic thing. I don't know why I called it a raptor. I thought it had raptor in its name, but apparently not. Nice. But if we filter by this item, it by itself is going for about 40k. So honestly, you could probably find and raid these shotguns with the grips, the plastic grips, and just take off the grip, sell the shotgun to like a vendor, and sell these separately. These are something you want to definitely look up for, because it makes the gun worth far more. In total, you'd probably get like maybe 50 to 60k for these shotguns compared to like other weapons you could sell right to vendors and not make as much. So that's definitely one you want to find. More specifically though, for Gunsmith Part 1, the one that's even harder to find is these goddamn Remington chokes. So these are locked behind level 2 skier, which isn't that bad, but as you can see, nobody is selling them because you can't sell items you buy off the vendors anymore. You actually have to find and raid Remington chokes to sell them. So I was looking at it before and it amazed me. I was actually seeing them go for like 200k. For example, there's nothing there right now, so you can kind of name your price, and as long as you're in a ballpark someone wants to pay for, which is, it could be anything right now, I'd say, you can sell for quite a bit of money. I'm sure there's bullshit barters going on as well. Oh yeah, go ahead, trade your Red Rebel for a Remington choke. Awesome. Let me see if I can, yeah, one's going for 100k. I bet if I refresh, it's gone. It's gone. Yeah, people are buying it for that much money. It's kind of nuts. It's just because it's locked behind the level 15 level 2 skier, and the quest is at level 7. So those are definitely items you want to try and find in raid and keep an eye on. But now that I've gone over the items that are good to pick up and sell for some extra dough, I also want to go to some little cheeky ways to get these items. You can't resell them, of course, now, but there are much easier ways to find them. For example, this one in my inventory, I actually bought for 30k because people sometimes don't recognize that the gun parts are far more than the guns themselves listed in the vendors. So, for example, you saw that the Raptor Claw was, why do I keep calling the Raptor Claw? The plastic rip for the shotgun was about 40k. If we go and look at the items in the vendor, we have, let's get rid of barters real quick so we get this cleaned up. Let's just see. So people just wildly list them, really. See if we can find one. Not looking for the Remington chokes. See, we have one for 34k, so you are kind of not losing as much, but people will actually list them for like the lowest amount in the vendor or in the flea market and sell them for that amount because they don't know what the part is worth. So really quick, I'm probably going to cut this because it might take a while. I'm going to look for another Remington choke in the flea market because people do put them on guns. They'll find them in raid and put them on the shotgun, but they won't realize what the choke is worth. And you can just find them if you're kind of lucky looking through the flea market here. So give me a second here. Here we go. This one is only 48k. Let's look on it. Oh, well, would you look at that? That looks like a Remington choke for me. So, like I said, it is quite possible to find these. Let's see if it's gone by the time it's still there. Actually, that's 4 different ones with the choke on it. Oh, no, that's a different one. That's not actually the right one. Where I think the one I was looking at actually went. No, it's right here. Yeah, Remington choke. So they are on guns and stuff. You just have to be careful. And here's another thing. You want to keep an eye on different weapons like this for the different gunsmith parts, because it's going to be very expensive to buy the later on ones. I'm just looking at part 1, but there's other ones that are gonna cost quite a bit to buy the specific parts you need. Let's keep going. So let me just look at another page. So we have some more. So they are found on guns quite commonly, I'd say, because that's another one right there and one right under it as well, I think. Yeah. So it's quite common to find them on guns listed for way less than the actual parts themselves. So I hope this video helped you kind of give you an idea how to make some more money in Tarkov right now. It's going to be kind of hard to get to that draconian wealth level now. I think I ended the wipe at 60 million last time, and I had stopped using traders and flea markets for like most of the wipe, like halfway through the wipe. So it's much harder to make money now, but hopefully this gives you some clever ideas on how to get these parts and how to make some money. Once again, I'm Scarecrow J, and thanks for watching.